England. I'm Tom Gale, your commentator for the Matchday 12 meeting between the Globe. There were stories galore in terms of qualification for the World Cup camp of consistent fixtures, no breaks. She had to be stretchered off during Albania's defeat to England last weekend during the Summer's Club World Cup. And there was hope Cole Palmer would be Lancashire Hills in the backdrop, but a clear view of Premier League.
Scored from all areas that could be in trouble, so you stay in this game as long as possible.
Chelsea shirt since making the switch from Dortmund. Fernandez sides off the back of the November international break are all showing that they're capable.
Staying up in the survival, and that's what it's all about for the newly promoted teams. Further down the division from the newly promoted teams, and when you're coming up against the big...
Kyle Walker with Burnley's first venture forward. Thought about the cross. Chowner goes deep towards Harmon, who gets a toe to it. Pedro Neto drive forward. What a run that is. Full 11. Ball's played behind Chowner.
It does, it allows him to get on the ball further up the field for Burnley.
Anthony is trying to be brought in by Vincent Kompany and very established at this level as Fernandez, Gittins, Walker trying to obscure his angle, looking to get back. Loom Chowner waits for support. Chowner, international. Trevor Chalobah, and that's deemed a foul by referee Peter Bank.
As the stats have just shown.
Santos, Neto and Harmon. Full base layer and Chelsea, Delap up against Twanzebe, still going. Let's fly. Now stretch Dubravka. Resistant to go long here, Burnley. Just ball into the path of Jadon Anthony, being forced wide. Santos comes back to Kyle Walker, who does deliver the cross. Harmon's there. It's a powerful delivery.
You see there's three attacking players, the three midfielders, and what they're trying to do is just force...
Cullen continues his run, so to Chowner. Sanchez thought of Boom Chowner. Spots Jadon Anthony. Home supporter enjoying this. Cucurella. No. Tries to pick out Walker. Cullen. Delap. Joao Pedro looking to send it back. Steve, Anthony. James in firmly. And will Gittins keep that in play? No, he can't. Anthony tried the layoff. Rebound for
on this side, but also Harmon against Neto. We've seen moments of that. How Harmon.
Sanchez.
Time, just got to make sure that they don't give it away cheaply, because we've seen one option already.
So cuts infield, shot deflects, and that will be the game's first corner. And I think that's so far from corners. James Dubravka with is a fine goalkeeper on his day.
Oh, he certainly is.
He finds Neto. Harmon tasked with slowing down the Portuguese in players approaching the final third. Gittins, Joao Pedro. Gittins looked to Walker, trying to show him around the outside. He goes around the outside and
defensively still look fragile.
Harmon. Chowner, first time efforts.
Fernandez early on, they were trying to get the quick transition going, so they haven't got
out of the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
That's a good bit, James. Not forget Kieran Trippier.
Kyle Walker not part of any international plans. That would be
going centrally into the numbers of Burnley, then they're going to struggle all day.
Santos fires it into Anthony, who somehow was able to direct it back to his teammate, Captain Harmon. Floats it, I think the intended target.
They do try and find the front line player, and he couldn't, and he skewed it out. So
that's where Cucurella should be. Chowner. Santos back covering. Cucurella can't clear. Florentino flicks it over his shoulder. And Hines. Esteve. Delap. Quickly back to his... Got enough on it. Florentino slips away from two. Poor layoff there to Gittins. Walk for Enzo Fernandez, and well cut out. Oof. Down physical. Able to turn the ball over. Leslie Ugachukwu. Ugachukwu goes low from Esteve. Supported by Neto. Neto squares it. Gittins.
You have.
Huge strength. Post right under the goalkeeper. Cucurella Can't direct his effort goalwards. All Spaniard still has it. Gittins chips it in towards Fernandez and Neto! The cross looked to be overhit, but Pedro Neto continues his fine run of goal-scoring form.
At your disposal. They showed a couple of moments before that. Chelsea that.
Neto away from Anthony. Did get away from Hall here. Goes to Delap. Delap looking to... A little sloppy there with the ball. João Pedro. Just couldn't retain possession. James away from Anthony, not Florentino. League, that was here at home against Nottingham Forest, but they will be encouraged. Cullen pokes it into the direction of Anthony. Santos slip. Steve. He wanted DeBrav to come and claim that, but attention is squarely on getting back into this game. Neto looking to Fernandez. Behind João Pedro. Took it well. Had it. Cullen in firmly, kept the ball in play. Badiashile and Delap got something on it. Gittins is able to get there, and he's slowed up by Walker. Unfair. Chalobah has an option. His cross is low.
Cucurella goes and joins into that midfield for Chelsea's open up the passing lane on that far side to Gittins.
A growing injury list. Badiashile's back. James is... Fernandez wanted it. Delap wants to go alone. Angles against him. 9. Home supporters feel as though Cucurella was offside. The action continues and results in a Chelsea corner.
He's got to tap in.
Fernandez's corner. Dubravka comes and cushion the header as far as Cucurella. That ball's whipped in by Fernandez.
At some point when they get their chances, as Neto showed, they were just
ball in play. It's opening up here for Chelsea. Has that ability to just drift into areas where he's... Gittins goes for goal! That took a touch. Dubravka. João Pedro tried to...
Dangerous.
Esteve.
I wouldn't say suck the life out of Burnley, but they've lost a lot of confidence because...
Understandable frustration if you want. Fernandez helps it on to Neto. First time strike off the post. Direct here with the in-swinger. Right on top of Dubravka. Cullen towards Esteve. Delap defensively. Skips away from Walker.
Made it look absolutely effortless when he brought that down there, Gittins.
Chukwu is. Here is Chowner, who's Harmon, floats it in towards Fleming, who takes it down. Great fit! Chukwu. Santos comes in from behind. Florentino trying to play through. Back. Harmon. That is a foul. It will be a Chelsea
3v2.
Neto will get there ahead of Esteve. He's forced wide though. Champions League, and very well in the Premier League. Santos. Brilliant. Force it through to 2 here for Chelsea. Neto. Gusto! Brilliant. Brun Larson. Foster's an option. A nervy looking away end. Walker. He's done really well there, the South African. Surrounded by Foster. Harmon.
Minutes of the first half, it was all Burnley. Chelsea got themselves back into it with a goal.
Side.
This is where Chelsea, they just need
atmosphere. If you can stand tall from Chelsea's perspective. Pours ups in the cross towards Foster. Chalobah got there and he goes away from Twanzebe. He is. Pulls it back towards Fernandez. Is he away from Twanzebe? He is. Pulls it back towards Fernandez, who does wrap it up for Chelsea. Well, 5 of the minimum 6 to be played are up. Moving above Manchester City and cutting that gap to leaders Arsenal. And they've been asked questions, this Chelsea backline.